This is chapter 20 of Love is Blind, the final chapter. And it starts us off like this, where we have some clothes that I've never seen. What the hell is that? What is that? What is that? Shorts with fishnets. Okay, this looks like pajamas. I don't know what we're doing. Okay, I guess that. Okay. And now, what is this? He said 4 years later, right? In the last episode, or chapter? Don't look now, but everyone in the room is checking you out. You let out a startled laugh. Damon, stop. It's been 4 years since Damon was first sworn in as governor of Minnesota. His time in office was productive, but he decided not to run for a second term. He decided he wanted to spend some time focusing on family instead. We did find out in the reunion I was pregnant, right? We have a daughter, which means you and your daughter will get to see him a lot more. Now, you're dancing at the last governor's ball of his tenure, celebrating his time in office and inaugurating his successor. They can't take their eyes off you. You're the most beautiful woman in this place. I can't take my eyes off you either. You look into Damon's eyes while you sway inside each other's arms to the orchestral music. You're so full of it. But that's why I love you. What can I say? You make me feel like I'm drunk on love. Punch, drunk, love. You feel a smile reach your lips. Funny to think we've been at this for 4 years now. Feels like it's been 4 days. Are you bummed you won't be back as governor next year? Slightly. I love Minnesota, and I love what we've been able to get done here. But I love you more, and taking time off to spend more time with you and our daughter is just what I need. I'm just glad we get to see each other more. I feel giddy, Melissa. I'm so excited. Damon nods to someone in the crowd and smiles at him half-heartedly. One thing I won't miss is all the bureaucrats here, like that guy. God love him for doing what he did, but boy, was he a pain in the ass to deal with sometimes. You start to laugh, lightly swatting Damon on his chest. Damon, you can't leave politics. I never took you for you can't leave politics. I don't think you can ever truly leave politics. This is your life's dream. Well, my dreams changed when I met you. You're my dream now. Right now, it's about you and our daughter. Forget everything else. Be honest with me, though. You do have aspirations higher than governor, right? Well, Mr. President. Damon smirks. There might be a Senate seat opening up in a few years, but you know that's way down the line. You give Damon a knowing smirk. Of course, way down the line. While we're on the topic, though, there is something I wanted to say. What is it? I know how difficult it is to be the spouse of a governor. You didn't ask for this, and yet you still stuck by me year after year, through good times and bad. How many nights did I come home to you just completely overwhelmed? A lot of nights, but you took it all in stride, baby. I took it in stride because you were there to keep me grounded. You were my rock, Melissa. I couldn't have done any of this without you. So, I just wanted to say thank you for being here for me all this time. I know it wasn't easy, but I want you to know how appreciated you are, and how loved you are. Aww. I'd do it all over again. It was tough, but it was worth it. You owe me. I'd do it all over again. That's really sweet of you to say, Damon, but I would 100% do it all over again if I had to. Supporting your spouse is kind of a big part of the agreement of marriage. Damon chuckles and nods. That may be true, but it was still worth saying. You deserve to know how loved you are, how appreciated you are. You can't help but smile. As one song ends and a new one begins, Damon gives you his hand, or he gives your hand a squeeze. What do you say we go get ourselves a drink? Sounds lovely. You and Damon clasp your hands together and head to the bar to the other side of the room. It's a little quieter than the rest of the party. When you arrive, Damon pulls out a seat for you and sits beside you. The bartender asks for your order. I'll take an old-fashioned, and my wife here will have a... I take a look at the little drink menu on the bar. I could have a gin and tonic, a Manhattan, or a tequila sunrise. I really would... like a gin and tonic, but we'll say a Manhattan because, you know, ha ha ha. Damon winks at the bartender, and returns to look at you. So, I've been meaning to ask you about how you're feeling about things. I know we've been married for 4 years, but we're in it for the long haul. What are you looking forward to working on for the next 4 years? I'm looking forward to working on... I feel like we have a good sex life. We communicate greatly. I guess gratitude. I just think we need to consistently be showing gratitude to each other. We're going to be spending a lot more time together now, so I want to make sure we're not taking each other for granted. I think you make a great point. It will be so different now that I'm not working. I'm going to be more available to you, and you're going to be more available to me. But we shouldn't let that stop us from reminding each other of how special this is. Can we just go have sex? Ugh, God, what is this? The bartender sets your... Let's go make another baby. The bartender sets your drinks down. You and Damon both pick up your glass. What are we drinking to? To us, babe, to us. A lifetime of happiness, your future a senator. A lifetime of great sex. I mean, a lifetime of happiness. Jesus Christ. The way things have been going, we're going to get that a few times over. I think we've packed more into the last few years than most people in 40. Do you remember on our first date we had in the pods when I said that I used to tell myself some Pisces out there was my destiny? Yeah, I remember. You told me a lot of things. Yeah, I remember, of course. It was like, I made fun of you because you were like horoscopes or whatever. I don't know. I speak publicly for a living, so I may have a tendency to veer off course from time to time. You giggle at this. So, there's this quote, astrology reveals the will of the gods. I think I've heard that before. I remember saying to my mom one time as a kid, I think I'd read it on one of those horoscopes they sell at the 7-Eleven. And my mom said, the gods will can change. And my mom said, the God's will can change on a dime, so don't cash out just yet. Ha ha ha, I love your mom. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'll never stop putting you in the effort in our marriage and in our family. Aw, Damon, that's so sweet. I'll never take this beautiful life we have for granted, and I'll never stop choosing to love you and our daughter every day. Us getting together and starting a family might have been the will of the gods, but it's our own will that's going to keep this family together. I love you, and I love our daughter, and I'm going to remind you just how much I love you guys every chance I get. Damon, I love you unconditionally. You're so cheesy. Have you been talking to Blair? I love you too, unconditionally, so much. I'm always going to be here for you, Damon, and I promise I'll keep putting in the work to make sure our marriage is amazing, same as you. Damon winks at you. Deal. He leans over and plants a kiss on your cheek. Your heart flutters at his touch. Suddenly, your mother-in-law emerges from the crowd, holding your daughter in her arms. Do we get to see my daughter? Ugh. Hi, you two. Hi, Mom. We were just talking about you and how wonderful you are. All good things, I hope. Of course. She's very lovely. Obviously. You know you're an angel, Mom. No need to be modest. Christine rolls her eyes as she laughs. We just wanted to come and say goodnight to you guys, didn't we, honey? Your daughter nods sleepily. They should show us the daughter. Aw, come here, honey. Christine brings your child over and gently hands her to Damon. How you doing, kiddo? You got to stay up late tonight, huh? Your daughter nods, and Damon gives her a smooch on the top of her head. You don't have much to say, do you, honey? They should have done a little kid voice or whatever. Your daughter shakes her head in the negative, and you and Damon laugh. Damon pulls her close, giving her a tight squeeze. You've gotten so old so quick. I want to hit the pause button so I can keep you small and keep giving you hugs like this. Does that sound good? Your daughter nods her head again. You're starting to sound like me. Damon, you're such a good father. So glad we get more time together. I want to hit the pause. You're such a good father. We're so lucky to have you. Damon's the lucky one. You've been a godsend to his life, Melissa. Can you imagine? My mother-in-law, I love you, Christine. She's my bestie now. Damon can't stop himself from laughing. If you'd have let me speak, I would have said something similar, Mom. Oh, hush. She knows how much you adore her. You've probably been telling her all night. He has. Now say goodnight to me, honey. Damon hands you your daughter, who puts her head on your shoulder. I love you, honey. Christine looks across the room. Damon's father is waving her over from across the ballroom. We never got to see him, though. Oh, it's your father. He's calling me over. It's almost our bedtime. I know. I'm surprised you lasted this long. We're going to head out now, but we're very proud of you, honey. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Bye, Mom. Once Christine is out of earshot, Damon gives you a tender smile. Can you feel it, Melissa? What, your junk? Feel what? Yeah, let's get out of here and go do some sexy time. This is the final chapter. You'd think they'd give me some sexy time with them. Damon takes a look around the room and smiles. It's the first night of the rest of our lives. I'm just so happy, Melissa. You make me so happy. It's hard to believe how good I have it sometimes. Well, you make us happy too. Our best days are ahead. Our best days are ahead. They're always ahead of us, Damon. I like that, and you're right, they are. One day, when we're old, we'll look back on this day. You think? Definitely. We'll talk about how much hope we had for the future, how happy we were in the moment. And you know what we'll talk about next? What's that? We'll talk about what topics I need to address at the State of the Union, because we'll be in the White House by then. Oh my God, sign me up. I get to be president, though. I love you, but hell no, sign me up. Sure, I know it's his dream. I love it. Sign me up, Mr. President. We'll need to get several millions of people across the country to sign up, too. You giggle at the comment. We have a lot of living to do before we get there, Melissa. And all that living starts right now. Are you ready? Absolutely. You take a look around the room at all the friends and family who gather here for Damon. These are new people in your life, friends and family. You have a daughter, the most important person in your life. All because a few years ago, you decided to participate in a crazy experiment called Love is Blind. And that was the end of the chapter. It would have been nice if they let us see the daughter and have some sexy time to make a new kid. But okay, this was the end. We became first woman of Minnesota, and it looks like love is not blind after all, because we chose him after we saw him, I guess. But, yeah, thanks, guys. If you watched the Love is Blind that I've been putting up, I really appreciate you taking time to watch it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to replay and, like, marry Wes, you know, or whatever, and see how that goes, let me know. And if you guys play this game yourself, let me know who you chose or whatever. And, it was fun. I definitely, thank you, Nick and Vanessa, who own Love is Blind. Alright, you gave me this great experience. I always enjoy it. I can't wait for the next one. And I can play again to collect everything in your collection. Dates and relationships meters will be reset. Got it. Alright, guys. Thank you so much if you stayed till the end. I love you so much. And I'll see you, I guess, in Paris. And Emily in Paris, if you're watching that. Alright, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, and yeah, that new game should be coming out.